Hey guys, it's TNA time. That's right, it's time for me to do my opinions and my views on what TNA needs to do to get better. And actually try it and give WWE fair competition if they want to do the friggin' Monday Night Wars again. Okay, start off with everyone remembers, okay, when TNA started off. When TNA started off, the company pretty much rested on four guys: AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Jarrett. That was it. Those were your four stars in TNA. Those were the guys you had to watch out for. Those were the guys that got matches done and kept things entertaining. Then you got further on down the line and you had upset WWE employees, former employees, who wanted to join the company. And then it started rolling along. You started getting some really great talents. You got Team 3D. They got Kevin Nash. They got Booker T, Scott Steiner, and they even got the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, along with their own guys. They had Curry Man, who was a pretty which we all knew was Christopher Daniels, but he was entertaining as Curry Man. Shark Boy, who was definitely entertaining, man. Like even Steve Austin endorsed him, which was pretty cool. But anyways, but those guys all together made a really great thing. But then the downfall of TNA was due to, in my personal opinion, it was due to media and a certain hiring of certain people. I'll get into those people in a minute, but I'll go into the media part first. The media part of things was, okay, TNA, as we all know, is really great and has great stars, but when certain stars get involved in each other's personal lives, that can screw up a company. And that's what it did. You had TNA's hottest and fastest rising star, Kurt Angle, and you had his boss, Jeff Jarrett. These two worked well together. Then you hear the media pour out about Jeff Jarrett is seeing Kurt Angle's ex-wife behind his back. When that broke out, well, there you go. TNA's fastest rising star and greatest acquisition that they've gotten is upset now. You've pissed him off. You're dating his ex-wife, she's living in your house, and you're trying to be a father to his kids. It's like, shoot yourself in the foot, why don't you? But that's pretty much what happened. Then that caused dysfunction in the organisation, which caused damage. And that's what made TNA start falling. Now, Dixie Carter, being the smart businesswoman she was, thought, okay, we need to get some restraint in here, and we need to get a even bigger star than Kurt Angle, just in case he leaves. So Dixie goes to the one man who is known all over the world, loved by many, and can draw a crowd simply by just having his name on the fucking sign. which is true. So she went and got Hulk Hogan. But here's the thing. Hulk Hogan would not come over unless Dixie signs Eric Bischoff and Ric Flair with him. Now, I don't mind Hulk Hogan, okay? Hulk Hogan's a great wrestler, great wrestling name, and everything else. He's done a lot for the business. But bringing Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, and Ric Flair in pretty much screwed TNA up even more. I'm sorry, but it did. Okay? No one was there now to like watch TNA for TNA stars. People were watching it just to find out what Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, and Ric Flair were going to do next. And then then pretty much you started a spiral. Started a spiral going down. Why? Because Eric Bischoff's ego gets in the way. Hogan will follow whatever Bischoff does, and Flair will follow whatever Hogan does. So, all in all, you've had 3 great men brought in, and those 3 great men, whether anyone wants to agree with me or not, they are tearing the business apart from the inside out. Simply because, look at what they've done. I don't have to say it. You watch TNA and tell me different. The Immortals. Okay? First it was just Fortune. Fortune I didn't care about, okay? Fortune was just like Ric Flair's little thing to get back to glory days of the 4 Horsemen and stuff like that. That's fine. And then you had the incident with Hulk Hogan and Abyss. Hulk Hogan giving Abyss his Hall of Fame ring, which loses Hogan respect because he's spitting in the face of those who fed his family and everything else and made him the star he is. Then after Fortune and everything, then they make the Immortals, which is pretty much like the new NWO, and everyone knows it. No one can deny it. No one can say it. So now everyone knows. Okay, TNA is going down the same road as WCW. So what are you going to do? What TNA needs to do? Piss off Eric Bischoff, piss off Hulk Hogan, piss off Ric Flair, and go back to what made you guys great. You don't need the 4-sided ring. WWE has that. What made TNA great was that it was original. They had a 6-sided ring and it made everything awesome. They had great stars, great talents, guys that would, if given the right amount of time, they could expand and become even bigger stars than Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair and Eric Bischoff. But that's what TNA needs to do. And if anyone wants to disagree with me on this, just give me your opinions, like seriously. But that's just my personal opinion. Piss off the Tyrannical 3, get back to 6-sided ring, and sooner or later, TNA, it'll be back on top, back in its glory days and everything else. If I'm wrong, I'll eat my words. But if it was done and I was right, I'll be coming back on here and I'll do a video saying I told everyone, I told the whole world, I told you so, that TNA, going back to its original status, would get the job done. Alright guys, this is B-Man with my TNA rant, and I'll leave comments and everything and I'll get back to you all later. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.